So, what's in a Pokemon card game art collection book? So, what we have is a book that was released in September. It was released September 16th of 2016 in conjunction with the Pokemon 20th anniversary. And so inside of it, it has all the card artwork from base set all the way up to the X and Y break cards, and it has all the art from it, and that is really cool. So we have a book we got from Japan. Everything's in Japanese, so I won't be able to read it, but I do have some of the translations. It comes with a special promo card, which is really cool, and I'll show you that when we get to it. And so let's open it up and look. All right, here we go. This is really cool. It comes with a little box, like a sleeve. Look at that. That is really slick. So a little sleeve for it. I'm trying to be really careful with it. Slide up. There you go. That's better. That is awesome. So it has all the energy symbols on it. And on the sleeve it says Pokemon Card Game Art Collection. And so let's open this baby up. Oh my. Okay, so I'll show you. I will go back to that. So I'll show you the card. So it's the artwork of this. It's a Charizard EX, which is really cool. If you remember the Charizard from Flashfire. It's the Stoke Charizard. So the first attack for one color. Hi, girl. The first attack says Stoke. Flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for up to 3 basic energies and attach that to this Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. And then the second attack for 1 fire and 3 colorless. It does 120. Fire Blast. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. So there you have it. That is really cool. I'm going to look at the back and see how the condition is. That is sweet. That looks like a mint 10 all day long. Not a single imperfection at all. I don't know if it's worth getting graded or if we just keep it in a little plastic. I'll have to talk to Darium about that, but that is really cool. So we have that. And let's start enjoying this book. I am super excited. Like, first of all, look at all. Oh my gosh. That is sweet. The black and white art of the book. That is really cool. But what I'm like fanboying over is all the coins. Look at all the different coins from everywhere. Oh my gosh, there's a Flygon here. Love Flygon. Flygon's is a fave. It's not like my favorite, but it's up there along with Gardevoir. And let's see if there's anyone else I see. There's obviously Pikachu. Pika. But yeah, that is really cool. More Japanese. Now here we go into Japanese where I don't understand. We'll just look at the pretty pictures. That's what we're going to do. That's cool. So it explains the era of the different sets. That is really awesome. Okay, so I'm going to see. So 1996, October. So that's when the card game was officially released, was in October. 1996 was base set. And we got ours in 1998, I believe. We got ours in 97, 98, I believe. And I think it was 98. I'm pretty sure. And then in 99, there was Neo. And then 2001, they had a set called E-Reader, which I'm going to show you, which is really cool because E-Reader was interesting because on the cards was a little barcode. And with your Game Boy Advance, there's a little machine that you could buy and scan, actually like credit card slide the Pokemon card, and it will give you details about that Pokemon, which was really cool. So As you can see, it's on the bottom. You can't really see it really well, but there's like extra, you see that extra yellow border. So you might see some of those cards every once in a while and you're like, what is up with that? Well, that's what that is. Then came this is Omega Ruby Sapphire stuff. So you got your Trico and your Torchic and your Mudkip. That's not the EX set yet, though. In 2004, this is when we started getting our EX stuff, I think. No, there has to be. I think there was EXs before this. I think the Sapphire. You see, I only know the English sets really well, but I'm pretty sure there was EXs in this set. And then in base, this is Firered Leafgreen. This was with the the remake of the video game. They started doing the reprint of EXs, of like big EXs. So they did the first gen again of Pokemon. So you have the Venusaur EX, the Charizard EX, and then the Blastoise EX, which they were all like, Charizard is a beast. Blastoise was actually used in LBS in America, which is Lugia Steelix Blastoise, which was really, really good. It did really well in tournaments. And then in 2006, we have the Diamond and Pearl series that came out. 2008, we have the Platinum series, which has the Arceus or Arceus in them. Then we have the Fire in 2009. We have the Heart Gold Soul Silver, which is the Legends here. So that's where you had the Legend cards and the Prime Pokemon. And in 2010, we got the Black and White, which is really cool. That's where you got the full art regular cards, and then you started getting like EX stuff again. And then we have XY here, and then that continued on with the EXs, and then we got the new gen here. And then we got into the breaks in 2015. So you had the special break cards, but you still had EXs. So that is really a cool little history line, little timeline of what happened. That is really cool. And here's the gallery from 2006. So this is 2006. So you have the original art, which is really cool. I love that. And I guess it gives you details. It tells you the different artists on here and who did all the arts on the cards. So, love it. Oh, look at the little Weedle. Little Weedle. I don't remember ever seeing this on a card, though. I don't. That is weird. Tomokazu. So, I remember seeing these. These are first. This is the Haymaker land. If you all the old school Pokemon players from base set know about Haymaker. Haymaker was beast back then. We have the original art of the Pikachus. They have on the cards. Some of them have the red cheeks, which is the red cheeks Pikachus are rare. I've never seen this Clefairy on a card. That art is adorable. And then we have Aerodactyl shrekking a lab. I've never seen that art on a card, but that is really cool. That is really cool. This is just very nostalgic, and it's really cool. I'm sorry I keep saying cool, but I am just blown away by the beauty of this book. I really wish I could read Japanese, because I would love to understand and see what, like, maybe they're talking about, like, their thought process of putting the Seeking under the sea like that, or the Dragonair, like with the Aurora Borealis up there, and this Magikarp eating, about to get hooked on a fishing line. Then we have a Gyarados. So, this is slick. This Tauros. I've never seen that art. Like some of this is just boom. It's a Graveler hiding. I remember this Grimer. Abra. That's a Dark Charizard. I know that. That's from the Dark Charizard art. This is actually from Team Rocket stuff. This is Team Rocket stuff right here. This is Team Rocket stuff. That's really cool. Porygon, yeah, buddy. They did a reprint of this Mew. They did a reprint of the Mew card. So this is actually an Evolutions. What is that? That epic battle that they did with the XY. So the Mega Mewtwo X and the Mega Mewtwo Y battling it out. That's cool. Now we're going into the Neo and the Versus and the E-Readers. So that's cool. I keep saying cool, but that's exactly what it is. It's really cool. It's amazing. Look at the art. It's just... Sorry this video is going to be long, but this astounds me. Oh, oh gosh, I didn't prepare myself. Did not prepare myself. Whew, buddy. Look at that. That is, I didn't even know. Oh my gosh. The original art for the Espeon, Eevee, and the Umbreon. Okay, I knew they were all similar, like they were related, because I have these 3 cards in English, but they are on like some kind of Mayan temple. But I saw he was at the bottom of the stairs and he was looking at something, but I didn't know he was looking actually at the Umbreon, and then the Espeon I thought was just on a rock somewhere in the forest. But actually, in the original art of the original I can't even say the word depiction, you see the Eevee and the Espeon and Umbreon all together. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Whew. Take one more peek. That is amazing art. That is really cool. That is, whew. All right. Moving on. So we have Gen 2 stuff. Here we go. Have the first, it looks like first of the claymations. This is, I don't remember what era, like, it looks different. That is really cool. Like, I didn't know, yes I did. I didn't know these cards were connected. Because you can see, I didn't know Skarmory was part of the original art though. But I knew Lugia and Ho-Oh were together, because you can see Lugia and part of Ho-Oh and Lugia down here in Ho-Oh, and then the Skarmory I didn't even pay attention to it actually being a thing. But that is cool that they had the art of all 3 together, and they break it down just like the Umbreon, Espeon, and and Eevee. There we go. Oh my gosh, look at this. Magneton is super adorable. Oh, here we go. So we're looking at some of these cards. So in 2006, 1996, whew, I guess they started designing the cards in October 20th. Maybe this is when it first released. Yeah, it's talk about base set. So base set, and then they changed the way the cards look slightly. They added a little bit to it. I think they put the basic on there. Yeah, because in base set they didn't have basic on the card, and then they included basic because I think they brought baby evolutions out. They released the babies, so we had the basics here, and then an e-reader that obviously included the e-reader scan stuff on to the card. So it looks like they've changed that a little bit. Again, here they changed the position of the basic and moved it down here to the basic. And they changed the border. The border is now silver. So it's evolution of the cards, or how the cards look. And this is actually during the Delta species phase, where Pokemon cards are actually dual type. So you know how Volcanion is water and fire. That back then the Delta species were mostly, I think they were all metal, and then their secondary type was like their original type. So you have metal and fighting, and the symbol looked like metal on the outside and then fighting with the fists, as you can see, and they had them all like that, which is really really awesome. Also, they in this series they brought back stars, because they had before shining, like shiny Pokemon, but these are the shiny versions of them, but they just call them like Latios Star and Latias Star. So and then it looks like they introduced the level X's here, and the format of that changed. And then in Legends, they didn't explain the EXs. Oh yes, they did. I'm sorry. Back here, they explain the concept of EXs. This is where they changed the backing from Pocket Monster to Pokemon. Those are big changes. And then they here introduced the level X versions. And then in the Legend series, they introduced the Legend halves. So the Legend halves, I talked about it a little bit if you watched any of the other videos. Ho-Oh, like this Ho-Oh Legend, has the top half and the bottom half, and you actually have to have both of them in your hand at the same time to play them. And then here, they reintroduced the EXs. So these EXs are basic now. Before, the EXs were not. They were, you would have to evolve them. But all EXs in this black and white series, they were all basics. Then we have the secret rares that they released. And then in the Break series, they have they introduced Break Pokemon and also Mega Pokemon. So you see that? So we have the Mega Heracross there and the Break Noivern. Sweet art. Oh my gosh. The art is ridiculous. Like, we have a Break Greninja here, a shiny Gyarados in the ocean, and then there's like a portal to a different world. That is just amazing. All right, so we're going to the gallery of advanced. So I have the Latias. This is actually where I remember a lot of the art for these cards. So this is where the Ruby Red and Ruby and Sapphire EX series came in. So we have the adorable Mudkips and Tricos and Torchics. The Lofdus, they have more clay art here. Sweet. Absol just looks sick. Oh, sickening. It's amazing. Oh, we have the cast forms. So we have regular cast form, sunny cast form, rain cast form, and is it snow or winter? Snow cast form? Maybe. Jirachi. And we're going into the 2004 would be Diamond. No. 2004 is the Firered Leafgreen. Yeah, nope. 2004 maybe was Firered Leafgreen. I think. Going back. I'm sorry. Sorry, peeking again. Yeah. Firered Leafgreen. That's what we're doing. Okay, yeah, this our bring back memories. Bring back memories. Far-fetched. Oh gosh, like I remember playing some of these cards. And then this is the return of Rocket's return. These are, oh my gosh. All right, so they came out with cards and Delta species for Ditto. Well, you have Ditto here, but Ditto also mimicked where he fully didn't develop into the correct, like, transform correctly. So you can see we have the Geodude with the Ditto face and Pikachu with a Ditto face. Oh my gosh. We have the 20th, like, oh my gosh, evolution of like different Pikachu cards. So here we go. We have Pikachu. I remember seeing it. I think we have this at the shop, this one. And then you have the base set one, and I think this was, I don't remember what set that's in. But we have the surfing Pikachus, and we have 2 different versions of him. As you can see, he's surfing like by the mountains, and then he's just surfing, and there's like a sky above. And then there's 1, 2, 3 different flying Pikachus, which I've never seen these arts ever. I've seen this one. Birthday Pikachu. I have a birthday Pikachu, which is really cool. This is Lieutenant Surge's Pikachus. Oh my gosh, there's a lot more. Is this another birthday Pikachu? Dan would love all these arts. Like, I'm going to have to show him these. This is crazy. Alright, here we go in Delta Species. Is where they made Pikachu actually metal. So we have metal. And you were able to tell that it was a Delta species, not just because it was metal, but it had a special little symbol here and up here. I think these are all Pokemon Center exclusive Pikachus right there. That's adorable. It's a remake of the base set. This is from Pokemon Rumble. They released a game called Pokemon Rumble where you play, you roll dice and things like that. I'm going to have to see if I can get that game and have like Dan, Darium, and I, and maybe even Mahone and D-Nice. I think it plays like up to 8, so we can actually sit down and play a game of Pokemon Rumble. It was fun. It was fun. These are Pokemon, these Pikachus here are Pikachus from around the world. It was a special set release where it had the same card with different art, but all the cards were translated into like English, and we have like French and Korean and Spanish, Japanese. There was like 2 different ones. I don't know what that one is. You have more of them here. More Pokemon Center. The 15th anniversary of Pokemon, they released a special box set with a full art Pikachu, which was really cool. Oh my gosh, those Pikachus are... This is the Pokemon, the movie XY. They're playing soccer. That's adorable. That is really adorable. There is a lot of Pikachus. Oh my. I've never seen that one. That is really awesome. Pikachu in coats. I have these 2. I have this Pikachu in English. Cosplay Pikachu's up there. There is a lot. I've never seen that one. That is really cool. We have these ones. That is sweet. I don't know who she is, but there's a real person on a Pikachu card. We have those. Darian has those too. We have those. And that. Alright. I know this is Pokemon Fan Club. That's an Eevee. I actually have this card. A Pokemon fan actually just sent me this card. It's the very first time I've ever seen that card. And, oh, that is awesome. That's awesome. It's in this book. Alright, now we're going on to Diamond and Pearl. This video is going to be forever. Alright, we're moving on quickly through it. I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm taking too long. It's just really cool to look at this book. The Mesprits. We have the Arceus. Sweet. Leafeon and Glaceon. Alright, we're moving on to the Legend series. We have Unknown, and this actually is the Unknown Return. So Return. This is actually a card called Unknown, and then his ability was called a Return. Whew, look at that. Luya and Ho-Oh. Just amazing. Look at like Gyarados too. This is sick. I love it. Alright, Black and White. Now this is where stuff just got real. Like, this is what the new set, the new generation. So, Darmanitan. We have the Zoroark. Oh, this tells you the story. I love Story Hour. So these are actually on cards, and you have the Trubbish who's like, oh no, all of the Wingles are going to eat me, and then you have the Fiona like, hey Trubbish, come on, I'll save you, and then he's like, hey, Empoleon, come save Trubbish, and then they all ride off in the sunset together. Love it, love it. It's really cool. Ooh, that is a shiny Gardevoir, so that's cool. Here we go into the break land. XY breaks. Boom. Look at that. Reggie Gigas knocking over that road sign. So poor little Trubbish. That is this book is so cool. I'm going to obviously re-look at it. Sylvia. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. So cool. Umbreon, that art, I have that card. That art is sick. Oh, look at all the little Pokemon. Pikachu and Mew, and then you have the Weedles and the Kakunas and the Caterpies and the Metapods and the Butterfrees and the Beedrills in there. These are really art, like old art, which is really cool. Like, Pokemon has done so much over the years. Full art Sycamore. Oh, then they talk about the full art trainers, which is really cool. And then they go through a little museum of, the stars, the different stars. So these are star Pokemon. So you have Alakazam and Charizard stars. And they talk about the the level X Pokemon. And then they have EX Pokemon. More EXs, more EXs. Then we go to Megas. The different legends. Oh, we have pack art here. So they're talking about the different pack arts. So these are English pack arts, which is cool. They're actually talking about the English pack arts. So I didn't even realize, like, Plasma Freeze. Look, it's like Deoxys and the whole Ferris wheel is frozen. That is sweet. Oh my gosh. Whew. This is an awesome book. They're doing the different steps into making this card and making the front cover of the book. So they have all the different steps that it's gone through. And you have the illustrators. I've actually met him. I met him at Worlds, which is really, really cool. That is awesome. Then they give you previews to the up and coming. And then you have just a little file of all the different artists that's been part of the Pokemon history. Sweet. And then they have the sleeves. They have Get Thy Sleeves. These are all different. What is this? Don't break it. They have all the different sleeves that they released. So, all right. Well, this was a really, really long video, and I very, very apologize for it. But this is something that's awesome, and you don't ever get to see it often. Well, let me know if you liked it. Give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, that's all right. Give it a thumbs down, but be awesome and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.